Yay, live. Okay. Let's adjust stuff. How does it get ready? Today is a day I do a stream. Should be fun. Say hi to people. Hi. Stream is a thing. Feel free to say hi. Okay, what am I doing today? Oh, what up, Honeybush? Good to see you here. Hope you're doing well. How can I show something that's in a box? Unless you mean this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. However's doing good today. I have an unboxing to do. It's a special request unboxing. So I need to first take out a label that may or may not unveil private information about myself. So let me grab a Sharpie. I'm just gonna Sharpie everything real quick because I do want to show everyone something really good on this package. Okay, this is A plus package labeling. Are you guys ready for this? Have you ever been the Hubert Dubert? Because I am the Hubert Dubert. Just want to show that off. I'm just going to cut the top off so you guys don't worry about that label. There's a label underneath the label, so I feel like if I pull that off, there's still more information. What time to be alive? Where is my super knife? Where's my super knife? I don't know where my super knife is. Which is funny because I was just using my knife. So I'm just going to use scissors instead. Or a worse knife. Holy pandas aren't great. Thanks for 2 months in a row with that Twitch Prime. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's hope you all are ready for this unboxing. Okay, I'm gonna open up, meet with big ol' bubbles. The big ol' bubbles, okay? The big ol' bubbles seem to be on all sides of all these smaller bubbles. Okay, let's take all these out. So we're outside the outside layer. Here's the inside layer. See what we're working with here, okay? Bubble wrap. Bam. Bubble wrap. Bam. Another layer. Bubble wrap. Ooh, free towel, guys. You ever get a free towel with your keyboard? I thought not. Now I'm ready for the workshop. I open this up. Oof. The red. The red. Oof. That feel when I don't have like extra rubber feet for the bottom, so I can't like use this case because I'm not gonna take off rubber feet from the other one because that's a pain. Doesn't probably have a million of those though. Also, I have no screws because I sent my screws out. So, nice, Huey. But it's fine. Those of you may be wondering, the reason I got this case is because, if you don't know, my current meme is Bjork's Beyond Bjorkening. Okay, first I got this bad boy, which was cleaned up by Heine, by the way. It used to actually be way worse. Okay, and then USPS was like, just as Heine said, prison shanked this. Prison shanked the case right here. This one's really bad. This was worse than the original one. Yeah. So, in the future, you know, when I have, I don't know, maybe some gaskets up here and some rubber feet, I'll definitely wanna use this case. Heine, great job for the shipping, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, what's I have in front of me? I also have one of these. What happens when I combine both of these? I have this. I will end up moving these switches, but I'll be putting them on a different keyboard. So. I do believe they use the same feed of the M65, and I mean, I could buy them from Keycap, and I'm hoping I can just be sent them, to be honest. Hold on, my cable management tray is like about to drip everything out in my lap. Okay, we're good. So let's get desoldering, because that's the thing I want to do today. This is the X60, by the way. Anyone who may not know. Stainless steel plate. So we're gonna get going with this today. Grab one of my trays. How's everyone doing tonight, by the way? It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. You know, we got Top Clack tomorrow. It's gonna be real fun. Yay, non-magnetic screws. Walker, what did you end up making for dinner? Or are you still making that? Hopefully not. It's kind of late for dinner. I don't know, maybe is it late for dinner? I think it's late for dinner. This is in my opinion, a late for dinner kind of time. Taking apart this case has always been kind of annoying. Like, it's not as tight as the meme, of course, but cool. Hopefully my... Oof, I should have used my lapel mic. I was told That's too my soldering station is too loud. Let me actually grab my lapel mic. What's the chores tonight? Gonna be desoldering the X60 and throwing some novelty cream switches out on it. But first, I'm gonna turn off my Hako station. I'm gonna put on my yeah, that Flux Life, dude. I'm gonna put on my lapel mic, and hopefully, I was told that the lapel mic will be better when I desolder, because this soldering station is pretty loud. Because the sound is localized at the station and not at the not at the gun and not the station like it used to be from the other one. So I just plugged it in. Let me change my settings real quick. Oh, they should have adjusted automatically. Do I sound different now? Or do I sound the same? Does it sound like I'm typing a microphone? I can't tell if I actually switched it. If it actually like switched. No, it didn't switch. It's the same. No, I don't want it to be the same though. Hold on. Sounds. Testing 1 2. Do I sound different as a lapel mic now? Tapping the microphone. I don't see the big spikes, so I think I'm coming from the lapel. Yes. Okay. Different. Perfect. I'm on the lapel mic. I'm going to desolder now, because if it's on this main microphone, it's going to be too loud, I've been told, because the sound's going to come straight from this unit here, like that. Cool. So once this red light turns off, it is good to go. Talk and run it. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. You'll probably hear in the background, but hopefully I should be more audible. Last time I did it, it worked. So, Hollow World. Yes, this is the FR301 I picked up a couple weeks ago. It's been pretty effective. Issue, man, this X60 might end up being like my MX Mini with the 60% version. This PCB's gone through a lot. So easy. The only bad thing of like this one compared to my old one is like it's so big you can't see what I'm doing, unlike the old one where you kind of could. I could like keep it like this. Oh, I love this desoldering gun. Hope everyone is doing really, really well tonight as I am working through this desoldering. Now, one of these days I should clean off the flux on this PCB. It's intense. Rezi, you saw your Poker 3 you got from Mechmark with Zelios in for fun. How is that? How are you enjoying it? Which weight Zelios did you put in? $67 grams. Not bad. Not my preferred weight, to be honest, but I know it's a medium weight people very much enjoy. You really like it? That is good to hear. Whenever people ask me for Zelios weight recommendations, my personal favorites, 62 and 678 grams. Poker 2. I've never owned one, but pokers are so influential in our community. Like, a lot of enthusiasts will be like, oh, you know, it's just a poker, what's the big deal? But I mean, like, so many people got into small form factors or started carrying because of the poker. Hey, Anarok, good to see you, good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Waiting on vintage blacks to come. Very, very fun. What are you gonna put those in? Unbuilt Mech 27 V2 kit. Oh, that's gonna be a good. This is gonna be a good one. A real good one. Really, 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 really good. I need to change. That's gonna be the Just realized I need to change the YouTube name because we also dual stream. Even though we're not supposed to. Shh. It's okay. Finally, use a manual pump. Like facts, you like the fact it's more time consuming for some reason. I mean, in a way, it's like it's really relaxing. Even though it takes more time, you know, you can put a lot of focus to it, which is really fun. So, I feel you there. Don't worry, everyone. The music's gonna return, but better. But better. Ooh, felt nice. When you get into headphones, you realize to sell your new keyboard. Oof, that is rough, but yeah, that hobby is also kind of pricey, and yeah. Okay, hopefully it should in theory be done. So we're in PCB bound, should be able to just peel them right off. But last they are. There's an IC puller. Maybe it'll be easier this time. IC puller finally gets used. You know it. The only thing like I have my issue is like the prongs are too long, so you can't really use the IC puller at the edge of the board. So sometimes like I don't even pull it out when I can just use the normal one like all the way through instead of, you know, switching tools. So I might have to like shave off these parts of my IC puller. Maybe I should do it on the stream later. No, I won't. I don't have a vise. That'd make it easy, but I don't have one. I'll get a vise and I'll do that next time. Subnet, you've just finished desoldering 100 vent blacks. Nice. Time to get pulling. I'm at the same spot as you, buddy. Ah. I guess at this point I can switch back to my main mic, which will be higher quality. Is that a desired thing? What do you guys think? How does the lav mic work for y'all right now versus the normal mic I use? Since I'm just using the lav mic when I was desoldering, but if it's fine, then I'll just keep it. But if you guys think the other one is significantly better, I can definitely switch back to the main microphone. Wind noise in the lav mics. My fan is pointing at me. How about now? The wind noise go away? I had a fan pointing like straight at my face so I could feel better about my life. I'll sacrifice fan in the face for you guys. Your room gets so hot when you stream. Yeah, it's the lifestyle, my dude. You understand now. You understand now. Really, in reality, I could just like turn my AC on like far beyond the stream and like just crank it on cold, but I think that's pricey, dude. Know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ah, shit. Poor switch. There we go. Spring. I need to fish that spring out. There we go. Leaf looks fine. Switch saved. As you're wondering, that is the exclusive stem. Oh, clean. Awesome. I don't need to keep these on the side because I do plan on using these. Maybe I'll also desolder my TX60 tonight and throw these in the TX60, huh? Wouldn't that be quite the build stream tonight? I could. I don't know if I will. Oh, DQ in the chat tonight. What up, my dude? The cream switch, the new all palm switch by Novel Keys. Yay, it's PCB mount. That's what. Oops. Did not mean to hit the back button on my mouse. Smell them? Why am I smelling these? Wow, that smells like a No, this doesn't smell like anything really. Taste it. Oh, no, I don't think I'm at Nathan Kim levels of Switch demo right now. I don't think I'm ready to see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch just yet. I should taste a Switch game cartridge sometime. What board is this? This is the X60, in case anyone was wondering earlier. Interesting. That's my first initial impression on this Switch. It's interesting. Didn't I recently rebuild it? Kind of recently. I had the exclusive GATs in it. They probably see in the corner cam. It's such a classic song. Absolutely love it. But yes, those exclusive GATs, now that they're out of a board, I'll probably, even though I could have lubed them in here, because it's not removable, I'm gonna lube them up, and I'll throw them in, I don't know what I'm gonna throw them in, guys. What should I throw them in? Technically, I could throw them in like my Mira. I have enough for my Mira. Because I have other Switches, just those. Those are the only broken in ones. We'll see. What is the difference to those exclusive GATs? The stem, the color of the stem, and the weight. But they were cheaper than most custom GATs. I mean, they're only 20 cents a Switch, which was absolute steal. Put them in the Fiel. I'm getting coated. Ooh, that's a good call. Yeah, when I get the Fiel back, I think I can definitely swing them in there. I think they'd look okay. You're right. That's not a bad idea, Tong. I like it. Green and orange is good. Yeah, green and orange is pretty decent, yeah. I mean, it won't really matter once the switchers are on top, but it'll make some nice, nice artistic picks when I have the keycaps off, though. You know what I'm saying? Oof. Mr. Nathan Kim, how is your review of these switches coming along? I know you're still. I know I'm in the background somewhere. Hopefully, I'll catch your peripheral attention soon. $32.04 doesn't work, it seems. Interesting. C-Pang, this is the X60, not the Tofu HHKB. Looks like I'm gonna have a few switches left over for some keyboard science. So that's gonna be a good time. Still pretty good switches. You barely feel the leathery feel when tight during use. Once lubed for sure. Cool. Let's get soldering. Soldering. Wanna get soldering. Let's get all the stuff out, cause I'm so unprepared. Unprepared. Do I like the spring sound? What do you mean, do I like the spring sounds? Like the sound of springs? Okay, let's get it going. Got one of these, one of these. Okie dokie. Do I like spring sound of the stock switch? I don't know. I will find out once I solder. If doing it in your hand isn't really a good indicator, IMO. Let's be responsible about this, folks, and put on some gloves. Should I be extra responsible and get the fume extractor out? Is that the level of responsibility you guys want to see out of me tonight, or do you guys not care if I don't extract the fumes? How How much does it matter to y'all? On a scale of 0 to 1. It's Wednesday, my dudes. It is Wednesday, my dudes. Hell yeah. No responsibilities. Feels good for you. Extract. Be the person you want to see in the world. Oof. I don't know what kind of person that is. That question scares me. All or nothing. I don't know what all or nothing is. Vape niche. Let's see if I can fit it on my desk. Okay, let me see if I can open port on power strip. Probably turn that off as my soldering iron falls and like scrapes me, but I didn't get burned, so it doesn't count. That's how it works, right? If you don't get burned, it doesn't count. Phone. Rent me lights. Cool. See, now my soldering iron cable and my lav cable are tangled, and I gotta untangle this. Okay, it's on though, so the gloves did not actually save my hands, and the carpet has a hole in it. I almost burned myself. Actually, like grazed me, just like right here. I did not get burned though. And before I start having to recommend everyone, you know, wear lab coats when you solder. No open-toed shoes or sandals, just like lab back in school. Put on safety glasses, everyone. Incoming frumpy old science teacher. Pluto, thank you for the tier 1 sub for 4 months in a row. Actually, Pluto, the worst part is that I've had this fume extractor for some time. I just only bust out like once every 4th stream. Oh, Iridius, yeah. Sorry, Iridius. Yeah, I actually have had this for a while. I just like never busted out because the cable's pretty short. I didn't get like an extension cable for it. Safety first, then teamwork. Not sure how I feel about that statement. Am I safe enough, everyone? Is this safe? Is what I'm doing appropriate in safety? Hello, baby feet. If anyone gets a lab coats, I mean, I did drop a hot soldering iron. Yeah, that happens. If anyone got a lab coat, it would be Walker. I like the work/mechanic shirt idea I had. Maybe I'll get a mechanic shirt. I think that maybe that'll suit me a bit more. Maybe I'll get both though, depending on what kind of video I'm doing. It'd be funny to have a prop costume for videos. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do the supposed optimal placement of my fume extractor, because it's actually in the worst position because it's only on one side of my board. So in theory, it should be better if I can just put it like, maybe I can move it back so it doesn't obscure as much of your view. So in theory, this should be the best. If I can move some other junk out of the way, in theory, right? But I'm not a man of practice, not theory. No, actually, I do a lot of both. Okay. Can't really read Twitch chat, but this works. What up, KB Warriors? Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hey, effective. Going into fume extractor. Should even check if they're like all seated evenly. I do trust myself, but okay, we're good. Dr. Hubert and Hubs the mechanic. Which series could you do in the lab coat? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Different personalities for each. You guys have some pretty good ideas. I was thinking maybe something kind of similar. Dr. Hubert and Hubs? Well, I wouldn't actually use Doctor because I think that's... Come on. There are people who worked for that. Not people who do a internet series about mechanical keyboards. Maybe, who should be calling themselves a doctor in anything. You know what I'm saying? Professor. Disco and this says Rick. No thank you. Maybe it could be like Hubert and Huberto. Hubert and Hooey. H-O-O-E-Y. I actually have more Witch Switch episodes like written. I just need to find time to like shoot and edit. Those are actually the fastest videos for me to shoot and edit. But I feel like right now I should focus my energies on finishing this CA66 review for y'all first before anything else happens. You should get everyone in chat into a Discord voice channel. No, that can go out of hand really poorly unless I have, like, mods. That's why historically I've never went with that idea. It's been proposed quite a few times. Like, oh, I should have people on to interact with, and other people can hear. I mean, like, I feel like that's more trouble. I feel like it's just inviting trouble. It's like having text-to-speech donations. Right? Tonka Tonk, that CA66 review. Yeah, it's actually like I'm still working on it. Like I'm really sorry. I've been really busy with like work and a lot of real life obligations. Like gotta fix my truck. But still chugging along. Like after the stream ends, it's gonna be hopping straight on editing the CA66 video. So I'm hoping, I know promises, but I'm hoping the CA66 review come out this weekend. And then following next week, I'll have another video out. What will it be about? You'll have to wait and see. Maybe it'll be a showdown among silent witches. Maybe it'll be a new episode of Which Witch. Maybe it's another review I have planned in the works I've been working on. Who knows? But if all goes according to plan, this weekend will be CA66. Next week will be another video. And hopefully with that, I can get back on track and maybe do like a video a week or video every other week. Because things are finally calming down in my life to some degree. So we will see. I do want to make sure the CA66 review goes out and is good, because I've said it before about my CA66 review. Please make sure the music, if there's any, is quieter than the voice. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind, Angry Tech. Because a big thing about the CA66 review is like, in reality, it's going to be like probably close to a 20-minute review. You know, which does take a lot of my time to edit, to put together, reshoots and whatnot. And you know, for me, you know, the CA66 review is kind of like going to be what tells me whether or not people want long form content in this community or not. So it's kind of like going to be the barometer in which I use to see how I should pivot my upcoming content. That's the absolute truth. I mean, it could be good because it was very, very detailed, but it could be bad because it was too long and overbearing and too winding, while, you know, there's always different angles on reviews and stuff like that. So it's hard to say. I just hope people will like it. That's all. I hope people find it useful. Whether or not they got a CA66, I think it'll help them understand about the keyboard. Because that's my main goal. You have to make it long enough to make up for the lack of enthusiast board. You are right about that, CPang. I know I used to be doing a lot of enthusiast board reviews, especially my old channel and some on Top Clack. But I definitely haven't done very many in the past months. You're absolutely right about that, and I do need to make up for that. So trust me, there will definitely be more and more reviews coming out. With everything in my life kind of hopefully getting resolved with work and everything, I can hopefully, the main plan is working on a steady shooting, a steady shooting schedule. That is the terminology, a steady shooting schedule. And if that happens, then I should be okay. Do you have Haka Royals? How do they compare to Holy Pandas? I have the Haka Royal Trues, and I like them quite a bit. They are extremely different from Holy Pandas, though. But they're still pretty nice. Let's see if everything works. Unplug. The board of clues. Did they make it long enough to make up for that lack? No, no, no. 120-minute CA66 review greater than 21-minute Corsair reviews. I don't think people make like actual 1-minute Corsair reviews. I think the professional, you know, tech reviewers at least try to make them like, you know, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Get to the point, sweet and simple. Why is nothing on my UI being selected? I can select just YouTube right now. What the heck? Why can't I not select anything on Windows Explorer, everyone? Help! Windows Explorer not responding. I'm gonna take this Windows Explorer. Why can I really not select anything? I'm actually really confused now. Oh my god, I made Task Manager go up, but now it's blocking Twitch chat, so I can't see Twitch chat. Let me alt tab Twitch chat. Everything so far works, but like for some reason like I can't even like select like my start menu stuff. Huh. 10 out of 10, I got this for free, so it must be good. I want to put those widgets in my coffee in the best way possible. I have a keyboard fetish, yet hands off every custom build to another member. Hardware Canucks OP. I have not seen the Hardware Canucks keyboard reviews. I don't think I have. Oh, I can select stuff now. Sweet, thank God. I don't know what that was. Are they that bad? I don't... Really? Are they? I know they're somewhat reputable for some tech stuff. Perfect, everything works. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. In the big HWC Hardware Canucks keyboard overview, they call Topra linear. Oof. That's my response to that. That's the biggest oof. Dimitri, at least. Yeah. Okay, I see what you mean now. What you are saying, I understand the meaning behind it now. Wow. Wow. That's an egregious mistake. So you guys put enthusiast boards in quotations. What are these enthusiast boards that he's been passing up? Oh, input club boards. So he says he likes keyboards, but he passes like some of the best intro to mechanical keyboards boards up for other reviewers on Hardware Canucks to look at. Huh. Wow. So many threads. That's gonna get a major wow by me. Wow. Can anyone do a really good Owen Wilson? Wow. 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 Oh man, I can't do it really well. You guys know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you do, otherwise I sound just stupid just going wow. 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 That was an alright one. Someone sent him a time TKO with pandas. So he says, and you can, but you can't hear me. I can hear you. Okay, looks pretty nice. What key set should go on here? That's gonna be the next big question, right? Kid yourself, guys. Don't kid yourself. Plus, you guys already voted toxic on something else, buddy. You had your chance and you took it. The PBT double shot set does not have compatibility with this, so fortunately I can't use it. That feel when I have to comb through 2 alpha kits because I have 2 different alpha kits on this. Nope, that is the barred one. I want the scooped one. OPUI ZXCVB 7U alpha. Am I going with the clout accent key? I don't know what you're talking about this time, but I'll find out soon. Isn't this why most sets ship in trays? On one hand, yes. On the other hand, trays suck. So I'd rather do this, QW, because I am pretty good at this. You could say I do this as an amateur. Accents, yes or no? We'll see. The novelty. Funny thing is, you guys may think Nathan is joking, but I am actually giving him most of my trays the next time I see him. I'm like, I don't want these trays, and he said, I want these trays. So I'm giving him my trays. I literally have a stack of like 7 or 8 or 9 trays in my, yeah, I just have them, and I don't care about them. So I'm like, who wants them? I was gonna take them to the meetup and sell them, or like give them out for like super cheap. But he just wants them, so. You have busted all your trays on stream. That's rough, buddy. I can count. There we go, barred. Maybe I should have a sub bag inside of this bag where I can put the different accent kit. Is that an idea worth looking into in the future when I have just time on my hand to do such things? So the general consensus, I'm not going to be doing accents. Dev/TTY mashup bags best bags. Yeah, you meme, but like, look, I still have them all. When you put your sets in bags, to keep all the MX HKB keys in a mini bag inside of the bigger bag. Not a bad idea, especially if it's, you know, like your most used layout. That is a good idea. I think for mine, I just separate the alphas. QWERT. 6. 9. Close brackets. A. I don't know if there's a hiragana version of this. So I need to find that out. I think there is? I don't remember. M. Put one of these alts down. We got an O. Got a 7. Got an H. Got a Y. See, the pace is picking up as I flip over these keycap. Oh, there you go. I got my scooped J. That's how I like it, guys. Scoops. Oh, there's an accident version. You guys are getting really good at this helping me spot and find keycaps game. When you guys helped me out last time. And occasionally you guys are getting pretty quick at like already identifying which ones I need, when I need them, where I need them. Unless I haven't flipped them over yet, then you're in the same spot I am. But sometimes I've already flipped them over and I'm just dense because I'm human. That was the wrong shift. That was a 2U shift. Caps lock 1.75U. Here we go. Am I not doing accents, everyone? Was that the consensus? The consensus of the general population said no accents. Under there. Like now you guys are start giving me like trying to throw me off now in the future. Let my heart guide me. Am I using just code keys, I guess? Bump 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 bump. Code. HHKB control. I am looking for a thing called love. Just kidding, I'm looking for keycaps. This set doesn't. Anyone know if sets that include 2-3 space bars? I think the black on white EPBT set did, but it sold out like instantly. I need an R. Maybe you guys already see it. That's what I'm looking for right now. Wrong alts. Too big of FN. Here's the code key on this side. Here's the alt I need. Here's the enter if I'm doing no accents. Black enter. I was an FN wild and free. Sorry. Where's this FN and where's this R and escape? It's not in the bag. It's a good start. Here's the R. Got it. Okay. Escape and FN. Here's the wrong profile escape. There's a lock button. Where's the correct profile escape? This is the wrong one. Not this one. Pretty sure that's the wrong one. Looks wrong. It is in fact wrong. L. Escape. Bingo. R near keyboard right corner. I'm looking for the hiragana R, not the normal R. One of. Wait, I already got it. I'm looking for the FN. Sorry, I got the R. I'm looking for the FN. FN. Looking for the FN now. FN. That's too big of an FN. It's like the Where's Waldo of keyboards. Or like the Dora the Explorer of keyboards. Can you guys point to an 1U FN key? So you keep unused GMK sets in your trays, but this has been used. Very slightly, but it has been. This never was really a big issue. I just take time to find it. FN, found it. Bam. Done. Above, enter. Not sure which enter you're talking about. See above this enter, no, 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 no. But I got it. Gucci. I'm gonna put these keycaps away. And then I'll let you guys hear. What was off the screen? Yeah, that was my B. By unused, I mean the ones that don't have on a keyboard. Yeah, I keep them in bags because I have limited storage space. If I had a lot of storage space, actually I would probably still use trays. If I'd be perfectly honest. For that convenience. But I do not. And as such, I do it up buttercup like this. Careful like you're putting Legos away, like when you scoop up keycaps and throw them in a bag. It's very nostalgic for me, you know. Scooping up pieces of ABS, throw them in a bag for the next time I take them out to play with them. It's like childhood. Sounds like Lego. It does. It does. Okay, let me turn off the music. I'm going to oh my god, why is my everything in my computer and life being like, oh, it's not plugged in, duh. Ha 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 ha, I'm silly. Okay, let me go to the YouTube. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna turn off my fan. I'm gonna suffer with the rest of you. Just kidding, you guys are probably all comfortable. I'm gonna switch my microphone back to okay, the main mic. I should hopefully sound better now. Do I sound better now? I'm gonna take the lav mic off. But in theory, yes, I should be coming from this mic. Ah, yes, okay, cool. Oh, look, this is the red of this Def Pro. Goes so well with this key set. Working perfect. So I'm gonna move it just right next to my camera. It's still like I stretched one of these things away. So this is my first time. This will be my first time typing on cream switches. So one of these. Nathan's watched enough of my streams now. What mouse is this? This is the Elecom Deft Pro. I've been using it. I just switched over from the Elecom Huge. You want to see the size difference, what's huge and what's Pro. Actually, the Pro you can. I'm gonna go a quick trackball tangent after I do some typing sounds. I promise. I will do a quick tangent on why, even though it's small, it's okay. So here we go. I'll move this up just so you guys can see it. Because I'm nice. You know, that's bad for me. Ah, what am I doing? Oh, no decibel meter? I'll bust out the decibel meter. Someone... Oh shit, just dropped. Someone cared enough to mention the decibel meter. So I'll bust out the meter of the decibels. I have a loud room. That's just how it is. Huey fumbling is like you typing normally. I'm actually typing really bad right now. Kind of hard because like my screen that I'm looking at is like past this camera, so I can't see. So I gotta like tilt and crane my head to look up at it and become sideways. And like my keyboard is oh man, there's just so many things. Also the sound's a bit off because I'm typing on this mat, which I don't usually type on. I usually type on either just my plain desk, bare, or I type on the mouse mat I have. As a FYI. Office show. Ah, that's pretty good. Oops. Oof. That feel like when you let's see if I can just do it. Look at like where my typing speed dropped off at the end because I'm like, oh, am I done? Oops, nope, I'm not done. Feels Huey. How do I like them? Well, they're pretty good so far. It takes me usually quite a while to form a pretty full opinion on linears. Right now I'm just typing, getting the feel of it. I can type pretty quickly with these switches, which is pretty good. So the reason it usually takes me a long time to get a good opinion is I start off by assessing the spring weight internally. So what that means is, as I type, how high is the screen? I look up to see it. Like, it's pretty high actually. My neck hurts right now, but that's okay. Like my webcam is mounted between both of my screens. So if I'm looking straight right now, which let me show you a easier way to see it. So I'm sitting at my desk straight. Zoom in. Nope. Right? This is, you can see my face now. I'm staring straight at the webcam and my monitors are above and below where I'm staring. If you wanted context for where my webcams are. Or my monitors are, I mean. Yeah, this feels pretty good though. Spring weight is pretty solid. Still getting a little used to it, but pretty good. I have a 2-monitor setup. Okay, so there's one thing I would like to test out. So Michael Novicki said one of the big changes in in this version of the Switch is it should work with the switch top removal. So since we're all here, let's test that out. So if I take a Switch out, I should be able to open it from the top now using these. The first edition, they were too small, so these didn't fit. So in theory, this should work all right. And let's see. Yes, I can. In fact, it's a little difficult, but it's kind of a tight fit. Like, he's just literally hanging in on how tight it is. But, yes, it does work like this. That's a good sign. Let's see if I can close it all right. Perfect. Okay, let's do another test that I am very keen to do with these. Simple, you know, these should be standard MX, you know, four prong, 4 latch style, not the box or the 2 latch style of Kale. So if I have my key boss here, in theory, it should also open it up nice and easily. So let's just confirm this since I have everyone here. So I push down on this. It's a tight fit, but yes, it does open it up. Very nice. Do you guys want to see a closer look at the Switch? Check other top compatibility. I will soon, but I do want to immerse everyone into the world of science, I guess. Manner of speaking. That feel when your 7-port USB hub is too full. Okay, let's move this out of the way. Okay. While I wait for everything real quick, I'm going to go over the quick rundown on trackballs because some people asked earlier. So I'm going to run down trackballs. So I've been using the Elecom Huge, just this big one on my right, for quite a while, for like 8-ish months. Really solid, great, would recommend, really good. So they did something interesting. Simone asked, do you think Mike will ever make a tactile Switch? Royals? Out of palm. Maybe, I hope so. But I think he wants to make sure these go out first. So, this is your hand position, right? It's very on the flat scale. Very comfortable, very nice. Some people don't like this. Some people, you know, like when they use their mouse, it's either you use your palm or use like the claw, right? The Deft Pro is like the claw equivalent. Bigger ridge, bigger hump. So even though it's a smaller mouse, because you're arching your hand, you can actually have, you know, as much hand on the mouse versus, you know, the Huge, which is all flat on your hand. So heads up. Hope you listen to that, Nathan Kim. Hope that's useful for you. Because in terms of, so I like this. This is nice. Okay, so let's do something really cool here. How cool? Ice cold. Give me a second to set something up real quick. Here's the Switch for everyone to see. Kale logo does face the other way. These are the larger tabs in this new version. From the top, you can see, you know, the slider rails on both sides. You can see the 4 slider guides for the north and south. Cut out for the LED. So interesting thing about these pins for the 5. Interesting thing about the PCB pins is they have these extra fins. The extra fins on these PCB mounts is very, very interesting because they make sure that they grab onto the PCB. It has a very weird refresh rate. That's why it's really wobbly looking. You're not really supposed to be moving things on this camera. Like just put it, take a picture. There's a G stamp. So yeah, from the top you can see like the fins coming out of the PCB mount pegs, and that's to make sure, regardless of the PCB pin size, it should be able to grab on, but not be too fat where you have issues putting it in. I know with some Gatoron switches, the PCB legs are like too big, so it gets painful to push it in to certain PCBs. You'll notice one leg is silver, the other is copper colored. Do you guys want to go inside the switch and open it up? It's only shiny because there's like a direct light on it. Hopefully this is useful for you all. I don't know if it actually is. I don't know if anyone's showed off the switch like this. So let's start with the top housing. So for the internal to the top housing, you can see all the injection points for the mold where it came off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 around the top and the outside. And the interior, we see 4 corners of those ejection points. We can see, you know, where the slider top of the rail hits right here. So technically, you put like a very, very small piece of foam or something, it would silence the upstroke on both sides. Fun fact. And this top cavity here is where the leaf goes. Next, let's move on to the slider. This is a standard POM linear slider. You can see there's some factory pre-lube on the leg right there. Not as much on the other side, but you can see it. You know, it's definitely there. There is none on the side rails though. They only have it on the legs. Here's the back. You can see the 2 injection points, 1 and 2. So I gotta manually refocus the camera because it has no autofocus. Same thing, no lube on this side either. Okay. Spring. Not sure what to tell you with the spring. It's a spring. I don't know the weight yet. They come pre-lubed. All factory switches come lubed like that. But Mike did send me. He did send me this bag that says LUBED with 2 switches, and these are on the main camera. Okay, so these ones, so the one I just showed is how all switches come from Kale, which is that small amount of lube on the legs. But he requested Kale to up their lubing for a switch and send him samples of Kale, what Kale would call actual pre-lube switches. I don't know what these entail yet, what they actually lubed compared to stock switches. I only have 2 of them to test, but they feel different. They legitimately do. Like, they actually do feel slightly lubed compared to a stock switch. Very slight sound difference, but I can hear the difference between the lubed and unlubed. So I'm going to take the lubed one, and let's look at the stem of the lubed one to see the actual physical differences. Because Mike said he might be stocking the factory lube ones if, you know, it's decent and if people enjoy them. So with that said, let me I'm gonna be really annoying. I'm gonna grab this tool right here, so I can actually grab the stem without getting my grubby little fingers all over it. Look at this guy. Isn't this scientific AF? Okay, so they put lube on the slider bottom, the slider column, which is interesting. The pole. They actually put a healthy amount on the side. This is for the factory lube. It's straight from Kale. I did not lube this. Kale lubed this. Okay, you see the same, about the same on the legs, but they did the pole and they did both sides. It's not bad, to be honest. The one of the sides is definitely favorable than the other side for the main slider. But I like this. I'd kind of be down. Interesting how they lube the posts in such a way. But I don't hear like a squishy or like a weird, you know, sound with the post when I move it up and down. So they lube the post enough to actually make it lubed, but not enough to make it, you know, have that suction effect. This is pre-lubed from Kale. So I might see if I can get more samples of these ones. But this turned out pretty well, right? So like this side, you can see they just have the yeah, Nathan, yours were not lubed because he didn't get any of the samples of the lubed ones. He only got this last batch. He got some lubed ones. So only a handful of people in batch 2 will get these lubed ones. I only got 2, for example. So right now he's toying between whether or not he should sell these or he should sell the normal dry ones. And here's the big reasoning. You know, a lot of people who buy these switches are enthusiasts, and enthusiasts prefer to lube switches themselves. Sometimes they'll be upset if it's pre-lubed and like, oh, now I gotta wash it out, and etc. So, can I check how much lube transfers to the bottom housing? I can, and I will for you. So he's like torn between this right now, which is whether or not he should sell both of them or just one of them, because he's right. A lot of enthusiasts prefer to lube on their own, and something pre-lubed just means they have to put more work. Here's a stem hole. Ah, sorry, let me fix my camera. Stem holder friend, yes. They come in different lengths. There's a shorter version as well for the handle and a longer version. Only looks like it's around the lip. Let's look at the slider rails as well. You guys can't really see. I can't really see it. I can definitely see it on the slider rails. They have transferred to the rail guides on, looks like on both sides. Let me check the other side. Yes, you guys can see it a bit better on this side. It has transferred to the rail guides pretty consistently and pretty evenly, which is good. But in terms of the post, there's not really that much on the inside. There's a little bit on the inside, you can see it, but it's mostly around the rim. But some has transferred to the inside portion. Honestly, the MOQ isn't too prohibitive for him. I think it'd be great if he stocked both. I definitely understand, you know, the point of view of maybe someone like, you know, Brian or someone like Chris Swires, who, you know, is really prideful on how they lube switches. I mean, prideful in the best way, because they do a wonderful job at lubing switches. But, you know, they'd prefer their way over, like, Kale's way. Is it bad to get on the inside of the post hole? Yeah, if you get too much inside of the post hole, it'll create, like, a suction effect with the lube, because, you know, it's basically, it'll become airtight. So it'll make, like, a squishing sound, like, kind of sound when the air is trying to escape as you push it down. That's what happens if you have too much lube in it. Of course, if you have very minimal amount of lube like they do, absolutely fine. I put an absolute minimal amount of lube on mine, on my stem post, and it turns perfectly fine for the post hole. It's not an issue I have. I lube my stem post, the bottom post. So hopefully this helped you guys. Hopefully this was educational and useful. Do you guys want to see the stem again, or? That's just something I want to compare real quick. Just grab a random cherry switch and I opened up. There's one thing I did notice in the top housing that I want to look at. See if I can see it by eye and whether or not it makes a difference for all of you. Okay, now it won't make a difference for me to share it, so I will not. Yeah, any other questions? What color would you prefer the stem to be if not the same cream color? I actually like them the cream color. I think the cream color should stay. So I'm going to reassemble the switch. So yes, this grabby friend. There is a version that is shorter, which is for a lot of people easier to handle because it's closer than the far one. But for me, this is more comfortable. I can fit my whole hand on it. Fazal, what do I think of DCS Profile? Saw Midnight is up for sale tomorrow morning on PMK. I like DCS. It is thin, and that is a failing of it. But the profile itself, the sculpt itself, is pretty nice, to be perfectly honest. I'll probably be trying to get Midnight tomorrow morning on PMK, to be honest. How do I think it compares to Cherry MX Blacks? The lubed or the unlubed one? I guess you're talking about the unlubed ones, because I have all of these ones. Great question. I can do a side-by-side right now. If that would be beneficial. Mocha would be a nice color, though. Unlubed is feel and weight. So, I have the creams here. I'm sorry to subject everyone's eyes to this, but I have retold blacks, unlubed stock, right? These are basically, both of these are equally new, basically. Don't worry about sound. Sounds are very different from both boards for a lot of reasons. I'm just testing feel. Creams are smoother. I'll say it now. Creams are smoother. It's funny, Tonga Tonk, when you put that down messing with your board. If I did the same thing on these rows, mine would look way different because I type in Dvorak. My blacks are also like spring pingy too, unlike the creams. Which have it slightly. Yeah, they have it as well, actually. They're both pretty. Yeah, it's smoother than retold blacks. Slightly. Hey, Holy for President. I'm comparing a retold MX blacks and the new cream switches from Novelties. In terms of the weight, very similar weight. See, an interesting thing, comparing the weight's kind of distracting almost, because for the MX blacks, when you push them down slowly, You can try it on yours if you have stock ones. When I push mine down slowly, I hear the spring slowly crunch and make sounds as I push it down slowly. How's the wobble in the creams? Same as any other switch. Oof. Am I gonna actually leave toxic on here? Is this the world that we live in now? Is this the toxic board for now on? This MX Mini for all the stuff, for everything I put it through? And I put it through so much, I don't even have like a sticker on the back. I need to get a sticker on the back of this. I'll have more detailed analysis in the coming days and weeks, I'm sure. But unfortunately, this isn't my first priority. I'll be perfectly honest. First priority, CA66. I still want to work on breaking in these MX Reds, the spring swap and lube. Do not resuscitate sticker. Yeah, any other questions before I we drop off for tonight? Hope y'all are doing really good. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit. I know not everyone likes to bring out a microscope. And I'm sorry, it's not even a good microscope, but hopefully it did the job for y'all. Yeah. Even a convenient little boop. Holy cream meme happened. You guys, oh, actually, Olivia did ask me to try putting a halo stem inside of a cream. Do you guys want to see that on stream? I can do that. I could do that. Is it worth it? Maybe. There would be like, hey dude, where's my switches? That's like me right now. Fazal, thank you for the 100 bits. Thank you. Smoothest linear I've tried? That's quite the question. I am not sure. Here it is. Trying to get into linears, what would you guys recommend? Well, Anorak, I would recommend the retooled Cherry MX Blacks as a pretty good start. The swapping springs on MX Black solve the spring crunch. It definitely helps. Lubing will also help us a lot. Olivia, you're not here to see this probably, but I'm doing this for you. I can get the switch cracker so I can open these box switches easier, even though this is still pretty easy. Telios is also a good start for linears. I do recommend them if you have the budget for them. They're not the cheapest, but they feel like, even stock, absolutely smooth. The sound, a lot of people don't like how high pitched they are, but I think the sound's fine. I'm not too bothered by it. Okay, so I'm gonna use the stock cream spring. Okay. So the halo stem. Pretty good. $100 telos for $50 is pretty good, to be honest. I like this actually. This feels pretty nice. Pretty nice. One more I did want to try personally. Is it meme tier? Probably. It'll probably reach meme tier. I do want to try the classic MX clear stem. Not too bad, not too bad. I think the creams will do well, C-Pang. I really think they will. No, I'm really excited for these. Yeah, I think they're gonna do just great, to be honest. I'm going to be getting a lot of these, to be honest. A lot of these. Well, any other questions before I leave us all tonight? Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Hope it's been good for everyone. Because this was a fun time for me. I hope you all had a fun time as well. I'll just be cleaning up right here, so I'll be here in case you have any questions. I'm just gonna be cleaning up. Thought on stock Halo clears. I really like stock Halo clears. I would lube them slightly, but I'm a big fan of Halo clears. So I've said in the past, I like Halo clears more than Hako clears, but I like Hako trues more than Halo trues. That's how I feel about those switches. Look at next level bags, guys. Every bag should just be bubble wrap bags. Imagine bubble wrap bags, but with a Ziploc liner. Ziploc, you know, clasp. Wouldn't that be like the best thing ever? Right? Come on, someone hit me up with that Ziploc sponsorship right now. What linear housings are the smoothest? So far that I've tried, Telios. Xenophobia, I'm really happy you're enjoying the cat profile. That's awesome. What keyboard did you put them on? If you guys want to see, by the way, what my desk looks like normally, it looks like this. This is the normal amount of... This right here is the normal amount of light I work in at night. In case anyone was curious. I don't know if this probably isn't like ideal for streaming, and that's why I use this. But yeah, otherwise it's like, this is my normal MO. And I'm like living life. It's like really dreary. People are like, Huey, why do you like work in the dark? Throwback lighting. Yeah, you're right. Should you get Zelio 62 Hako True or Orange Box? You want a linear feeling tactile switch. The closest linear feeling tactile switch of those is going to be the box oranges. Xenophobia, then your KC60 in a stock white plastic case. Keycap color matches your case 100%. That's great, dude. That's absolutely great. Really happy to hear it. Really happy to hear it. Linear feeling Hako Trues. Hako True, in a way, if you don't know what you're feeling for, Hako Trues is pretty good. Hako Trues and box oranges. Do I like box oranges? Not particularly. I like Hako Trues, but they can feel heavy to people. And that's the issue. Hako Trues are actually, they feel really good in tactility if you don't bottom out. I don't bottom out when I use those. But if you like bottom out all the time, they will feel just like every other linear to you probably, but heavy. So my Hako True recommendation is if you like heavy switches as well. If you don't like heavy switches, you won't enjoy Hako Trues. Box oranges, I think they're extremely mediocre. Nothing wrong with them. Are box linears any good? They are all mediocre, like just mediocre. If you had a friend who's like, hey, I want a linear board, but I'm not an enthusiast, I don't want to lube, I just want to maybe build or have you build me a really simple, easy keyboard, but I want linears, I'd just get my friends something with box blacks or box reds. They're just they are peak mediocrity, which nothing's wrong with that actually. That's actually really good. If someone just like wants a standard linear and best starter linear, you program and type a lot. That's a really interesting statement. There's no such thing as like a starter switch. It's just what works with your preference. While it's not the best way to demo switches, a switch tester might be a good idea for you to get. The Telios in your switch tier feels kind of meh. A lot of other switches will feel even more meh if they feel meh to you. Yeah, there's no such thing as like a starter linear. It just try out different switches. It's kind of your best bet. A lot of people do like, if you're willing to put in the work, retooled MX black switches are really good. If you break them in and you lube them, they have a good sound to them and they can be very smooth if you lube them very well. But if you leave them stock, they're not really that good unless you're going to type on them for 2 to 8 years to wear them in. Gatoron yellows and blacks are pretty standard as decent switches for linears to get into, to be honest, because they're already decent stock, but like they can really excel when lubed. They don't have as nice, a lot of people believe they don't have as nice of a sound signature as the Cherry MX Retold Blacks I was just talking about, but in terms of like stock smoothness, they are smoother for the most part. And when you lube them up, they glide in the best way. Like pushing them is like your fingers are gliding as they push down, which is a really cool feeling if they are lubed consistently and lubed well. Anything else? That's mostly it. What I'd recommend looking at the moment. Any mods for Hako Trues? Not particularly. The only thing you could do is swap in a lighter spring, but that kind of like robs the essence of the Hako True. Yeah. But if you want like a very light tactile, almost linear switch, you could get like maybe like a you know, Gatoron brown, Kale brown, or Cherry MX brown, and then put in a heavy spring to diminish that tactile feeling even more. Yeah, for GAT yellows and for all GATs, actually, I'd recommend getting the all milky housings. Usually those have not done me wrong. Gatoron sometimes has some QC issues where some batches will turn out better than others. But that's kind of like with all switches, to be honest. The last thing I'm going to show off, the same thing I'm going to be showing off every stream. Oof, my wheel. Oof, my bad drilling. I made this myself, guys. I'm really proud of this. The button pushes. I can scroll different ways. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. It's gonna be it for me. Just shy of 2 hours. When's the giveaway for that? Maybe when I make another one, I'll do a giveaway. I don't know if like anyone really would want these until like they get more advanced. I'm planning on doing one of the larger housing and like buttons to actually do it. Huey flaunts his wheel for yet another stream. You know it. I love this thing. I even put little cute rubber bumpers on the bottom so it won't slide around when I'm doing some extreme scrubbing. M6 is so fingerprinty. You have no idea, buddy. Look at the dust. Some finger smears. The cool cable too. You'd buy it as is. Oof. I wouldn't sell it as is. I'd feel bad about it. Wheel needs a controller that runs QMK, scroll, volume, time scrub. So yeah, right now I use it for video editing. I can scrub through footage left and right. But when I'm not scrubbing through footage, I can use it to scroll up or scroll down. And if I push it in, it's scroll left or scroll right. That's the current controls for it. I'm trying to see next if I can have it where I can push and scroll and see if I can get a setting out of that. I think I can. I just need to look at my code a bit more. Look at someone else's code I stole, basically, to be honest. But I think I can make it so I can have it so when I'm pushing it down and turning it, it'll give me something different as well. We'll see. I am going to work on a new version that has the wheel and some buttons, programmable buttons. I'm actually going to get a drill press so I can make like nice holes and not this mess. I don't know, maybe I'll sell them. Maybe we'll do like a group buy for like 5. Who knows? Maybe. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Top Clack's going to be tomorrow at same time, 6 p.m. Pacific. Every Thursday, getting you that news, getting you all that goody good stuff. There's going to be typing sounds for the cream switches on my X60 coming soon. So using a 60% keyboard just to use 10 add-ons. Actually, real quick before I end, my idea is eventually to make just a station for video editing, just for video editing. So it's gonna have knobs for panning, scrubbing through footage, sliders for Lumetri color controls, and different buttons for cut, copy, paste, cut and move, and etc. Like, it's just going to be a controller, a console for when I edit in Premiere. That's what this is going to eventually evolve into. That's the hope. And like some of the knobs will be like mounted slant. Oh, it could be a cool battle station. I have dreams. I don't know if I'll achieve them, but I hope. This is just the start of them. Just a very simple scrolly thing. BKE station. Yeah, except without BKE domes. And without the $1,000 or less. So, I could make a video editing key. I mean, I can basically take a key, put a knob. But, we will see. I hope everyone has an absolutely wonderful morning, evening, night, afternoon, etc, 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 etc. Hope you're all doing well. I'll catch you guys on the next Keyboard Chores, and I'll catch you guys hopefully tomorrow on next episode's Top Clack. Everyone, have an absolutely wonderful evening. Peace.